But speaking of drugs and weird things, we went to karate combat, and that in and of itself was basically a psychedelic experience. That's one of the strangest things I've ever seen in my life. It was bizarre. It was literally the embodiment of an 80s movie come to life. Like there's guys in fucking karate pants with belts, mullets, fucking insane names. Like there was one guy that came out, and no joke, mullet, he has the most Southern American name ever. He comes out to fight this guy in the karate combat thing. Like comes out, ridiculous American walkout song. Sounds so anti-American, I'm going to get deported, but it was just wild because it's like obviously like an 80s American movie. So he comes out, he knocks the guy out, he jumps on the side, he kisses his girlfriend, says some funny shit in the interview. Like, and I was just like, what the fuck is happening here? And the whole crowd is full of weird people, Like, I don't know how people live in Vegas. Yeah. You know, like obviously, if you've only been to the Strip, you would say, I don't know how people live in Vegas. But like, even off Strip, like we went to this event and Vegas is full of the strangest people ever. Like Chris Angel is sitting there watching karate combat. And I'm like, he's a magician. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like you never expect to see a magician in real life just doing real life shit. Yeah. I don't know how old he is, but like at what point
he looks fucking old.
Take off the costume. I don't know. Like it's like he's the world's. It's like you're an old emo or something.
I mean, it makes sense to see a guy like that at a karate event. Like, where the fuck are we?
Yeah, like think about that. I'm sitting there and again riding the coattails. We're front row, and I look to my left, and it's a fucking Chris Angel there watching karate with me. I'm like, what on earth? I look to my right. There's a guy in a fucking Hugh Hefner fucking outfit over there. The whole crowd's wild. Yeah. Everyone has massive sunglasses, wearing bizarre shit. Like it's Chris Angel here. The Meow Brothers were in that corner. Just bizarre.
What the fuck were they doing there?
So they're probably looking at me thinking the same thing, eh? But the whole thing is weird. They have these girls dressed like aliens that were dancers that would perform between fights and shit. Which it was bizarre because at some points the music went out. There was no music playing, but these women kept dancing. Yeah. And I was like, what are you doing?
You gotta love the commitment.
There's no music. And then the guy that like led these girls out to dance just pumping shit up. And it's just honestly very weird. Even the guy, like you throw in that Robin Black guy. Is it Robin? What's his name? Robin?
I know who you're talking about. I think it's Robin Black. Yeah. He's the commentator?
Yeah. Even he's in like a fucking glitter outfit. Like with a, like he just looks bizarre. Yeah. And like you throw him into the mix. Just everything about that whole show was so strange, but it was good. All the fights were really good. When the guy leaned against the weird,
it's like the
angled
fucking
wall, and they keep hitting him and shit. It's just fucking bizarre. There was a chick fight there that was brutal, just swinging, and I just kept being like, "This is so weird. You're in karate pants, you're shirtless, there's mullets, it's like bizarre experience." And then from the perspective, it showed you the TV perspective, right? So the stage is like this, like the pits.
Yeah, it's like a pit.
And then above the pit, for the TV portion, it looks like they're on a planet somewhere else. So it looks like they're fighting on the surface of the moon. There's like a civilization on the moon. And I'm just like, what is going on? And then one of the fighters, like a lot of the fighters came out and did full dance routines, were like smiling and shit. And I was like, this is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen in my life. But it was amazing. Yeah, I'll go again for sure.
I was going to say, it sounds like a fun event, actually.
Sounds like a fun event. If you took some psychedelics to that, you'd be concerned. You know, you'd be like, what? It's literally an 80s fucking... Like when that guy with the mullet knocked out the bare knuckle boxing champ and then kissed his girlfriend, and I was just like, what am I watching here? This is so weird. Like imagine you're dressed in this adult karate outfit fighting in front of Chris Angel the magician. You know what I mean? How does that occur? I want to know how much money these guys are getting paid too. Like obviously Benson versus Pettis went down.
It can't be that much that they're getting paid, but come on. Like, it looks fucking sick.
It looks sick. I'm just so like, I kept thinking about it. I kept looking at Volks and being like, yo, this is so strange.
What do you think of the same shit? It's like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah, I was like, well, we went because we wanted to see Pettis versus Benson. We're like, that's a legit fight. Yeah, yeah. But again, the whole time we're just looking at each other and be like, bro, this is so weird. Like there was so many weird celebrities there that you like recognize the face or something. You're like, who the fuck are you? Right? Like
the ones who can't get into the UFC, go to that one.
Yeah. Again, just strange, eh? It sounds like I'm talking shit on Chris Angel, but man, you got to admit, it's pretty
It's
bizarre
pretty
to be
weird,
watching
yeah.
adult karate tournament and there's a fucking magician to your left watching it too.
Well, that guy grew up when like fucking all the karate movies are coming out. So he's probably like, bro, this is the sickest shit I've ever seen.
Dude, it is the 80s. It's like the Karate Kid embodied. I swear to God, whoever came up with the idea, like, must have been so high rewatching the Karate Kid and been like, let's fucking do this.
Is that not GSP's thing?
GSP commentates, but I don't.
He's like owner or something. Yeah, I was gonna ask who put that shit together. I really thought it was his stuff because he's into that shit.
It'd be expensive for
Yeah.
sure. The production value and shit
Yeah.
was expensive, eh? But yeah, it's so strange watching these guys in karate outfits as adults dance to like intense dance. They were like, you know, and they're not. I mean, the dance performances are good. They're not Genki Sudo level entrances, you know, like.
Honestly, I just want to tune in for these alien dressed girls. What the fuck does that even look like?
That was bizarre, eh? Some slightly on the thicker side, full body painted, alien out, and the whole like, dude, I was like, it took me a while to realize that when I looked at the screen, we're in space, and then I realized, oh, they're aliens. For a second there, I was like, what the fuck are these women dressed like?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't even know. I've never seen an event. I've seen like highlights on Instagram.
Dude, you've got to watch it, eh?
Gotta watch it.
Incredible.